We have something so important to talk to you guys about today. You better sit down.
Sit down, turn up the volume, because this is extremely important.
There are a few things that we feel so strongly about.
Foundation?
Actually, I feel like there's a lot of things we feel strongly about a lot of things.
I feel like we're opinionated sometimes about things.
You know how we are. We want to share something very important with you. We are talking today about foundation. Now, I know you guys all love the Temp2. Those of you who have purchased it, we really enjoy the Temp2. We'll be honest with you, we're struggling a little bit with it. We'll talk about that later.
That's another day, another time.
We are going to talk to you guys about what we like to use when we don't use the Temp2.
And what we use daily, and if we need extra coverage for the camera or for photo shoots.
Or if you just like something light, like a tinted moisturizer. We have our favorites. These are the products that we've been using lately, and we are so excited to share them with you. Hi!
Hi, Michelle.
My favorite foundation right now is the Bobbi Brown Moisture Rich Foundation. The reason I love Bobbi Brown is all of her foundations have a yellow undertone to them, which most people have yellow undertones, and it feels like silk on your skin. So smooth, so hydrating. I'm really kind of dry, so this is a really great option for me. And then I like to use a brush. This is just a foundation brush. It's from MAC. And I honestly...
But you don't have to use a brush, right?
No, you don't have to.
As we've mentioned, okay.
You totally don't have to. I just don't recommend using a sponge because I feel like it absorbs a lot of the product. It's like wasteful. Don't be wasteful.
No.
Especially with this stuff. It ain't cheap.
It's worth it.
It's like $45.
How long does it last you?
Foundation will last. It just totally depends on how much you use it. But I think I could probably get 3 months use out of this. Maybe, no, I could probably get more than that. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like
foundation.
I think on average 3 months is good, give or take.
Yeah. So I like to just use this MAC foundation brush. You just use like circular motions. And I just will seriously dip my brush into like the lid. And just like start with just that much. You know, and then I kind of do each section. So this gives you medium coverage. It's hydrating. It looks like skin. It doesn't look like foundation. That's it.
Okay, so my favorite foundation is the Stila Sheer Color Tinted
Moisturizer.
Moisturizer.
The best on Laura. It looks
is
so
the best, and it does have SPF 20, which is amazing. So my face is clean. I have moisturizer on it because although it's called tinted moisturizer, we don't replace this with our moisturizer unless you're really oily. So I use the color Tone, and the reason why I love this, and Michelle showed you guys how to apply it with a brush, but I am going to show you guys how to just do, I just washed my hands. Obviously you want to have your hands clean, and I use just the color Tone through the winter or when I'm slacking on my spray tans. I'm not right now.
You have been up
I
to
just
date.
had one. So I get a darker color. I have a darker color on hand that I add to it. So let me just show you. If I'm really dark and get crazy with the spray tan, I do more. I do equal parts. But just add some to it. That's it. So just kind of mix it, the tips of my fingers, and apply it. And I think how you apply is personal preference, except obviously we don't like sponges, as we've mentioned.
I think the most important thing is getting the right color. And so anytime you have an opportunity to try it on and like go into natural light and look, you need to do that. We are obviously promoting products that are a little bit more pricey. We are fully aware of the fact that there are drugstore foundations that are probably amazing. We don't know anything about any of them. So
this is why I love Stila. Every time I think that your foundation, if you're going to spend your money on one of your beauty products, I think foundation is one of the ones that you should for sure spend your money on. You can get eyeshadows, you can get blush, you can even get great waterproof eyeliners at the drugstores. But your foundation, you need your skin to look beautiful. It needs to complement your skin tone, your complexion, it needs to look like you're not wearing any makeup. And this, I have found, I've tried the Bobbi, which if I didn't use Stila, I would use the same one that Michelle's using. This one complements my skin the most because a lot of foundations will really, really enhance some of the things that we don't want it to enhance. Like, say, fine lines and wrinkles around.
Yeah, a lot of times less is more.
I mean, I've tried other ones and it ages me 5 years, don't you think?
It can, yeah. Absolutely it can.
We don't need that.
We don't like
Ever.
any of those
No
things.
one wants to look older than they are. So, that is the key to foundation. So this is Stila. This is how we did it. And then I just rinse off my hands.
Perfect. Let's get a close-up of how amazing.
And this just looks fresh. And I also don't finish it with a powder. Although I do bring the Jane Iredale
Yeah, we are obsessed
finishing
with
powder for touch-ups throughout the day.
that. Yeah. Oh, so pretty. Hi, window.
Hi,
Welcome,
sunlight.
light. Welcome, sunlight.
Welcome.
We love you, and we need you when we put on our foundation.
Yep.
Because we need a perfect match.
Because if you don't have a perfect match, it's
Bad.
downhill from there.
And a lot of times, what you'll do is you'll get in the car, you thought you did your makeup so great, and you get in your car and you pull down the mirror to just touch up, and you're like,
And this is
oh
happening.
my gosh, how did it go that wrong? How did I make that poor of a choice this morning?
How
don't
did
want you
I
to
get
do that.
the line wrong,
Don't
the color
do
wrong?
it. And you know what? Once you actually get the right color in the natural light, you don't need to be as picky about putting it on in front of the natural light. But I will tell you, your skin color changes more than you want to admit. So, my next product that I'd like to talk with you about is from MAC. It is called the Studio Sculpt with an SPF of 15. Now, let me tell you something about this. You do not want to be using this every day.
No.
There are very few people who should be using this every day. This is what I like to use when I'm on camera. This is going to give you full coverage, but it does a really great job of giving you that coverage and making your skin look like skin. So I do like how MAC has a lot more options with their foundation colors, with like the NC, the NW, the Ns, like, you know, I think that that's really great. And so I go and get matched to the perfect color, but this is something you'll want to use when you are getting your pictures taken, when you are going to be, I don't know, like a night out on the town.
Yeah. Special occasions or
It
something.
stays put too, so it's awesome. But I don't recommend using it every day.
When I am going to be on camera or doing a photo shoot and I want more coverage, Michelle spoke to you guys about the MAC, but guess what? It's really disappointing. Doesn't look good on me. Doesn't it?
It really doesn't.
The color looks awesome. The color
Right.
match is great. But it makes my skin look
Cakey. It looks
cakey
too much. For some reason on your
and-
skin,
it makes it look like I'm wearing a ton of makeup.
yeah.
And we don't want to look like we're wearing a ton of makeup.
Nope.
Never.
Ever.
So, guess what works on me? Makeup Forever HD High Definition Foundation. So, I am going to show you two because I already have my Stila on. I'm just going to put a little bit on my chin.
Don't you love when a foundation has a pump?
Yes.
God bless the
It
pumps.
makes so much
Thank
sense.
you
So we
for
want
the
to thank
pumps.
you, Makeup Forever.
We
Okay,
love you.
And guess what it says? Also, Invisible Cover Foundation. Oh,
We love all of those
They know
words.
what we're talking about.
Some of our favorite words all put together.
This is perfect. So if you guys find that the MAC maybe isn't the right finish, this is one of our other favorite better coverage foundations.
Thanks, Laura.
You're so welcome.
Okay, so let's recap. You need a foundation that is perfect for your skin color. We also agree you need to have another shade to mix with. True or false?
That is true. Why is that true?
Because your skin color changes more often than you even realize. So go with the flow, go with the change of season, adapt, be
Seasons
adaptable,
are changing and your foundation needs to change with it, as we've mentioned.
which will require some mixing.
Yep.
Figure it out, people.
Mixology.
You also want your skin to look like skin,
Yep.
not like you have makeup on.
Do not lose your luster.
Ever.
Wear the right foundation that doesn't look like foundation.
We are sharing these tricks with you because we love you.
We love you and we want you to look beautiful every day.
Yay!